Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The internet did what it always does best this morning. It gasped, paused, refreshed, and then gasped again. A single post from JoJo Siwa, bright with pastel tones and unmistakable JoJo energy, sent shockwaves across timelines everywhere. The caption was short, playful, and just mysterious enough to set imaginations on fire. Sometimes you just know when something needs to exist. Meet our baby. Within minutes, fans were spiraling, comment sections exploded, group chats lit up, news feeds began buzzing with one question: did JoJo Siwa just reveal a baby with Chris Hughes? But as with most JoJo moments, the truth turned out to be more layered, more heartfelt, and far more creative than anyone expected. A post stopped the scroll. The photo itself was classic JoJo, colorful, carefully styled, and overflowing with joy. JoJo stood beaming in an oversized hoodie splashed with rainbows, her signature smile brighter than ever. Beside her was Chris Hughes, relaxed, laughing, and clearly in on the moment. Between them was what JoJo called their baby. At first glance, it seemed like the internet's wildest assumptions might be true, but fans who looked closer noticed something different. This wasn't a traditional baby announcement. There was no hospital bracelet, no swaddled newborn, no sleepy infant face. Instead, there was something symbolic, something deeply personal. And that's when JoJo did what she always does best. She told the story herself. Not everything is what it looks like, and that's the magic. Hours later, JoJo went live, sitting cross-legged on the floor of her living room, surrounded by art supplies, glitter pens, and half-finished vision boards. Chris Hughes appeared briefly, waving at the camera before letting JoJo take the lead. "I love that people care so much," she laughed, "but let me explain, because this baby isn't what you think." JoJo revealed that the baby wasn't a human child at all. It was something she and Chris had been quietly building together for months, a shared creative project born from friendship, healing, and a need to create something joyful in a chaotic world. "This baby," JoJo said, placing her hand over her heart, "is something I needed to bring into the world for me." The origin of the baby. According to JoJo, the idea began during a late-night conversation between her and Chris. Both were coming off intense chapters in their lives: public scrutiny, personal transitions, and the pressure of constantly being on for the world. "We were talking about how adults forget how to play," she explained. "Like, truly play. No judgment, no expectations, just creativity." That conversation sparked an idea that quickly became an obsession. They wanted to create something colorful, comforting, and unapologetically fun. Something that reminded people it's okay to be soft, silly, and sincere. That idea became what JoJo affectionately calls their baby. So what is the baby? The reveal surprised even her most devoted fans. The baby is a multi-platform creative universe, part animated character, part positivity project, part art-driven movement. At its center is a bright, playful character designed to grow alongside JoJo's audience, evolving with messages about self-expression, emotional honesty, and joy. "It's not just content," JoJo said, "it's a feeling." Chris Hughes played a major role behind the scenes, helping shape the storytelling, emotional themes, and long-term vision. Their collaboration wasn't about romance, it was about trust, laughter, and shared purpose. Some people have babies to start families. I needed this baby to remind myself why I love creating. Why fans thought it was something more. Of course, the internet ran with its own narrative before the explanation came. JoJo and Chris's easy chemistry, combined with the word baby, sent speculation into overdrive. JoJo addressed it head-on, smiling knowingly. "I get it. I totally get why people thought what they thought, but not every connection has to fit into a box." She emphasized that their bond is rooted in friendship and creative respect, not labels. Chris showed up for this project in a way that felt safe, supportive, and inspiring. That's rare. The emotional weight behind the joy. What made this reveal resonate wasn't just its creativity, it was JoJo's honesty about why she needed it. She opened up about moments of burnout, identity shifts, and the pressure of growing up in the public eye. There were times I felt like people only saw a version of me from years ago, she admitted. This baby represents who I am now and who I'm still becoming. For JoJo, creating something new wasn't about rebranding, it was about reclaiming joy on her own terms. Fan reactions, from shock to support. Once the full story emerged, fan reactions shifted dramatically. What started as confusion quickly turned into admiration. This is the most JoJo thing ever, and I love it. Honestly, this is more meaningful than a traditional announcement. She's teaching us that creation doesn't have to look one way. Many praised JoJo for challenging assumptions and redefining what it means to give birth to something meaningful. Chris Hughes spoke out. Later, he shared his own post, thanking JoJo for trusting him with something so personal. Some projects change you, he wrote. This one reminded me why creativity matters, proud of what we made and what it stands for. His words echoed JoJo's sentiment. This wasn't about headlines, it was about heart. What comes next for the baby? JoJo teased that this is only the beginning. Fans can expect animated content, interactive experiences, music tie-ins, and community-driven creativity. It's going to grow, just like any baby does. And in true JoJo fashion, she promised it would be loud, colorful, emotional, and impossible to ignore. A reminder we all needed. In the end, JoJo Siwa's baby isn't something you can hold, it's something you feel. It's a reminder that creation comes in many forms, that collaboration can be healing, and that sometimes the things we need to bring into the world aren't what anyone expects. As JoJo signed off her livestream, she left fans with one final thought. If it brings light, joy, or comfort, even to one person, then it was worth having. And just like that, the internet wasn't just talking, it was smiling.